Hi, my name is Don Stratton. I live in Granite City. I'm also a retired principal from the school district. If that makes any difference to anybody. I live on the corner of Johnson Road and Richmond Avenue, right across from the fire station. So I contacted OLI and they came and gave me a bid. Super bid for cutting this huge tree down. I was very impressed. A bid for cutting the rest of this maple tree down and for my Bradford pears. When they got here, I asked the lead guy, do you think you can do a little bit with this maple tree over here? It's getting kind of straggly, and he said, sure. So he added that on to the bid. When they came, I was shocked that it happened so quickly. They had their equipment set up. They were all along the road with cones. They had somebody that was directing traffic. Man, they started. It was so quick and super respectful of my property. I'm kind of anal about the grass. I keep it really mowed nicely, I hope. And so they didn't bring any kind of equipment into the yard to make ruts or anything. And they covered the boulevard, which really isn't mine, covered it with big pads. So if they had to drive over it, it was protected. It all began cutting this tree down. They started sawing off every branch at the bottom. The guy went up in a lift and tied a huge rope to it. So when it was time for it to fall, I made a recording of it and it was awesome. It was like, timber, here it comes. And they took that, they cut it apart. The guy in the truck just began lifting huge pieces, and the mess that was on the road was cleaned up instantly. This tree had a huge trunk, and I had asked the guy, just cut it off even with the ground. And he did. He got as close to the ground as he could with this huge chainsaw. And the guy in the truck just grabbed a hold of it and just lifted the whole thing up, dropped it into the truck. When they cleaned the yard, it was as clean, if not cleaner, than when they got here. I was totally impressed. So I would say if you need some tree service done, you need to contact OLI Outdoor Services at 8885 Sawing. Tell them Don sent you.